And being in Florida, one of the things I recently, I guess maybe it was over 2 or 3 years ago, I found that I had a chronic mold infection, and I probably had it, for several years. I remember going back now that we had when I was still living in Missouri, that we had a water leak and in their house, and 1 in 4 people are very susceptible to mold infections. So this is something I really want to pound the table to you people listening today, everyone listening. We need to check for mold infections when people have that chronic inflammation, brain fog, cognitive decline. And there is a great website called www.survivingmold.com. And under the diagnosis section, there's a visual acuity test that you can take for $15. It's a great screening for mold infection. And then again, they can follow up with mycotoxins tests. But one of the things that a beta does is it functions like an antibiotic. So doesn't it make sense? It's better to take us 15 to 20 years to die of Alzheimer's than to die of an infection of the brain. We get that concept? So that's an adaptation that's necessary based on this chronic infection. And we see this a lot with Lyme people. So if anybody out there dealing with Lyme, they have a lot of inflammation, infection in their brain. So this is just some study on the chronic acute neurotoxicity, excitotoxicity, and the amount of infections related to that. So all the MS patients I have seen here in Florida have had a mold infection. So the interesting thing, we're going to talk about the right and left brain, but people, there's like 50 million people or something like that that have autoimmune tendencies in the United States. And what we see is that those are more right brain weakness people generally. And we're going to show you some more information on that. But again, I'm dealing with ADHD and autistic children. So most of these autistic children we find have got mold infections as well. So please start checking that out. It can really make an impact. This is just a researcher paper from Dale Bredesen on mycotoxins. And what he was saying is that simply breathing these mycotoxins can create an environment that you'd produce the beta plaquing and create Alzheimer's. And again, I want to emphasize that 1 in 4 people in the population are very susceptible to this. So you're going to see it in families, right? Because they have inheritable traits. So N is for neurohormones. So when we look at somebody with Alzheimer's or significant cognitive decline, Parkinson's, other things, their hormone levels are much lower